When something traumatic happens, like losing your job, it can knock the wind out of you. It leaves you feeling completely shattered. Shattered dreams, shattered hopes, shattered plans, all of it can feel like it's gone in an instant the moment you get that separation notice. And I get it, I really do, because I've been there. The layoff, it's a fact. We can't deny that. Now, here are a few additional facts that you may not be thinking about. You're not standing today because of your employer. You're standing despite them. Despite the long hours, despite the vacation that never felt like a break, despite the guilty feelings you had when it came time to pour back into yourself for something which meant being away from the office, you've made it this far by pushing through, by showing up, by giving more than most will ever know. Now it's time to use that same energy and strength and effort to explore and exploit your talents for you. By the end of this video, you'll know how to reframe this moment in a way that supports your next move, mentally, emotionally, and practically. We'll talk about alternative ways to make a living and why now might be the perfect time to start thinking about Plan B. Hi, I'm Harlow Reed, creator of the HR Insider, and if you're watching this because you were recently fired, I want to talk to you directly. I know it hurts. I know it's scary. I know you may feel lost or even ashamed right now, but I want you to take a breath and hear me when I say this. Being fired might be the best thing that ever happened to you. It may not feel that way today, but give me a few minutes and let me show you why this moment is not an ending, it's a transformational beginning. Being laid off is one of those sobering facts that places you at a crossroad, a moment of decisions, reflection, and uncertainty. But not all is lost because a layoff, a termination, can also be a turning point, a time for you to reevaluate your life and to gain clarity. A layoff could be the very moment that leads to your breakthrough. But here's the thing, you have to be able to see it, you have to be open to it. Because if you can't see it, if you're not open to it, that demoralizing experience can easily become a roadblock instead of the launch pad that it was meant to be. Here's something most people don't say out loud. Traditional jobs don't leave much space for personal growth. When you're clocking in every day, commuting, juggling responsibilities, when do you really have time to think about you? Most of us are too tired to dream after a long day of working for someone else. But now you have space, you have time, you have liberty to sit and reflect. And even if that doesn't feel like it yet, that's an incredible gift. Today, we are living with a lot of uncertainty. I think we all know that in terms of employment, and that can leave us feeling somewhat anxious, unsteady, and maybe a little afraid. But this doesn't mean you're stuck. It means that you're in a state of becoming, a state of transformation. This moment is calling you to recognize your true gifts and finally use them in a way that aligns with who you are instead of being stifled by limited compensation or boxed in roles. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't get back out there and look for something new. Maybe that is the path that you will be on, but it does mean taking a moment to reflect. Because let's be honest, the idea that we're guaranteed stability just because we show up, we work hard, we give 100% of ourselves to our employer, to any employer, that's always been a bit of an illusion. And now that we see that illusion has been shattered, we get to build something, to rebuild something real. This change, this layoff was out of your control, but your future doesn't have to be. You don't have to go back to a 9 to 5 if that's not what you want. You have options in today's world. This is the time to start exploring them. Yes, it takes time. Yes, it can be difficult. It takes strategy, but people are building lives through freelancing, through consulting, remote work, creative projects, content creation, small businesses. I mean, the list goes on and on. So start thinking about your plan B. Start exploring what your options are, not out of fear, but out of freedom, because this might be the push you need to explore something better, something that aligns with your values, your purpose, and your life. When everything gets shaken up, it's a perfect time to evaluate what really matters. Do you have your health? Do you have a place to live? Do you have people who love you? Do you have a bit of savings to hold you over? If you have just one of those things, then you already have something powerful, a foundation. Most of us have more to be thankful for than we realize. And when we start from a place of gratitude, we see possibilities where we once only saw fear. Facing life's challenges, yeah, that can be hard for sure, but staying down after a setback, that can be even more devastating. It's amazing what the human spirit can do when we just give it a chance, when we allow ourselves to be open, to be hopeful, and to believe that something better is possible. For some encouragement, check out my video on workplace mobbing and retaliation because it tells a really powerful story about pushing through even when the odds are stacked against you. And it includes some really helpful tips that I pulled from the case as well. A layoff is a redirection. It empowers you to find a new path because anytime a job loss occurs, it can be the invitation that you need to pursue something greater, something freer, something that is more you. So let yourself feel it, then let yourself dream. Your plan B just might become the best plan you've ever had. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.